All right, thank you very much. We were able to resolve the network issue. But now we are going to start the meeting right away. So, like I said, comment so that we know that you are available, you have joined today's training, and also share the link with someone so that they can also be part of it. So, we are going right into the training. Today, we are going to continue from where we stopped. We were able to finish module 2 yesterday. We have, completed module 1, module 2. Today, we are going to deal with module 3. And then we are trusting God that we'll cover 4 modules for this training. So if we are not able to cover the 4 modules today and tomorrow, it means that there may be extension of days to be able to cover those remaining parts of the training. So, but let's see what we can achieve today. So today we are going to look at module 3, which is about non-violent communication and conflict transformation. Non-violence transformation or communication and conflict transformation. This is what we're going to look at. Non-violence communication and conflict transformation. In our first training, I told you about a word called conflictology. Conflictology is a discipline that has to do with conflict management, conflict resolution, and conflict transformation. All right. So we are going to deal with conflict transformation today so that you understand what it's all about. We have talked about conflict solution, right? And then today, that is yesterday, we'll talk about the various ways we can carry out to resolve conflict. So today we are going to look at conflict transformation as well. But let's look at non-violent communication. All right. When we talk about non-violent communication, NVC, what do we mean? Non-violent communication is a communication style developed by Marshall Rosenberg. It focuses on empathetic listening and expressing oneself honestly and compassionately. Now, that is, if you are talking about non-violent communication, what are we talking about? We're talking about the form of communication that has to do with listening and expressing your opinions, expressing yourself expressly, and then also expressing your and frequently and adequately, so compassionately. That's the ability to be able to communicate effectively. That's what non-violent communication is about. Because when you are angry, you want to speak, you don't speak very well, if you can notice. You'll just be shouting. Do you understand? What effectively, compassionately, and honestly. All right, that's what non-violent communication is all about. Okay, so let's look at some of the principles of non-violent communication. What are the principles of non-violent communication? 1, empathy. Strive to understand others' feelings and needs and respond with compassion. Do you understand? Now, that's what I'm saying here, that in non-violent communication, we're talking about empathy. Empathy simply means putting yourself in another person's shoe, all right? Trying to understand one's feelings and opinion. You understand? Consider the perspective of another person. That's what we're talking about here. So when you are talking about empathy, then it means that you put yourself in someone's shoe so that you know how it feels. Do you understand? Then self-expression. Another principle of non-violent communication is self-expression. Communicate your own needs and feelings honestly and openly, right? Without blame or criticism. All right. So don't speak as if you are criticizing somebody, but express yourself as much as neutral and, if possible, express your own personal feelings without blaming somebody else. That's what we're talking about. Let's look at the needs awareness, recognizing that underlying every feeling is a need, and that understanding these needs can help resolve conflict. requesting and not demanding. Just make a specific actionable request rather than demand respecting others' autonomy or choices. All right. So you just make a request. All right. A request that is respectful. All right. A request that, respect the feelings of the other person. Request that does not offend someone's sensitivities or sensibilities. Do you understand? That's what we're talking about. So let's look at the next slide. So now we have talked about empathy. We have talked about active listening. We also talk about assertiveness. Okay, these are the skills that you need when it comes to non-violent communication. You need empathy, you need active listening, and you also need assertiveness. So now let's look at each and every of these elements of non-violent communication. Let's look at empathy. All right. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It involves putting yourself in someone else's shoe and seeing things from their perspective. That's what I say, empathy. Empathy helps build trust, strengthen relationship, and improve communication. It allows you to connect with others on a deeper level and show that you care about their well-being. That is empathy. What we're talking about empathy is knowing. It's not just a shabby show. It's something that connects you with someone's feeling. Do you understand? That is why if you are in a relationship, whether a marital relationship or courtship, and you try to understand someone's perspective, then the two of you can flow together. You try to show empathy, try to put someone's in yourself in someone's shoe. Then it gives you the privilege to understand what the person is passing through, what the person is trying to express. Do you understand? That's what empathy is all about. So how do we develop this attitude, the empathy attitude? How can we develop empathy? How can we develop empathy? All right, let's look at it. First, practice active listening to show that you are genuinely interested in what others have to say. If you do not listen carefully when somebody is speaking, you cannot understand what the person is saying. So, tips for developing empathy is to listen attentively, listen carefully. Most people, if you are talking to them and you don't pay attention, you will be discouraged, even you, the speaker yourself. Do you understand? It's when you are speaking with someone and the person is listening attentively that it motivates you to speak more. Do you understand? And it's when you listen carefully, it also gives you opportunity to understand what somebody is saying. Even the ones that they didn't say with their words, you still understand because you are listening and you are looking. Pay attention to non-verbal cues such as body language and tone of voice to better understand how others are feeling. Do you understand? Pay attention to non-verbal cues. That is, now let me give one example. For those of you that used to toast gears for area now, I'm talking about particularly you the gears, the lady. Somebody is toasting you, and then the person is a kind of let me say maybe the friends, the two of them, they were friends. Then the other one is toasting you by the side, and then you, the lady, you are not paying attention. You are moving stick with your legs. You are just putting your head on the ground, moving stick, doing as if you are shy. That's not how it's supposed to be. Somebody approach you, look the person into the face. Let's see what the person is saying from his eyes, from his tone, from his gesture. You understand? That's what we talk about non-verbal, the body language, the non-verbal communication skills. You need to understand what the person is saying. If you look at someone's eyes that is toasting you, it will tell you that this person is very genuine and sincere. Sometimes we'll be toasting girls and then be signaling our friend that is waiting for us, communicating something. Do you understand? But you, the girl, you are not ready. You are not recognizing. The reason is that your face is on the ground, moving stick on your leg. Nothing concerns you. You are just behaving as if you are shy. That is not how it's supposed to be. Look the person into the face, understand what the person is saying, Let the person know that you are also connected to what they're saying. You understand? And then it will show you how sincere the person is or not. And that's why many relationships are victims. Do you understand? Because somebody is speaking with them, they don't understand those signals. And then they fall victim of the relationship. Do you understand? So that's what it means. So empathy means that you pay attention to non-verbal cues. So the things that are not said by the word of mouth, but gestures, voice, the tone of voice, and then even the eye contact. They are very, very important. So try to be non-judgmental and open-minded when considering someone's age perspective. Show compassion at all times. Do you understand? So, and be non-judgmental. Just blame. Don't blame. Don't say it's because you do this. No, don't do it like that. Or because you have done this. No. It's better to say that when this happened. Do you understand? So that's how you should speak. So that you will not be judging anybody. You understand? Most especially when you're trying to resolve conflict. So let's look at active listening. Active listening. Active listening is a communication technique that involves fully focusing on what the other person is saying, understanding the message, and responding thoughtfully. It goes beyond simply hearing words to understanding the underlying emotions and intentions behind them. Active listening shows respect, enhances understanding, and promotes effective communication. Okay, so when, like I said, when you are listening to someone attentively, it even motivates the person to say more things to you. Do you understand? But when you are not paying attention, all right, the person may be being discouraged. He will feel as if he's wasting his time. So it's better you should pay attention. When you pay attention, it makes you to ask, thoughtful questions as well, to seek clarification where you are not clear. Do you understand? But when you don't listen, when you ask a question, you ask stupid questions. Do you understand? Yes, that's what happens when somebody does not listen. You will just come and ask a very stupid question. You will come and ask, maybe, or sometimes we ask questions that you have even gone past the place far. You are discussing something else, they will just come and then begin to ask unnecessary questions. Just enter in between and then ask questions that are not connected to what you are saying at the time. So that's the reason why you have to listen. Listening does not mean that it's only the follower that listen, or the listener that listen, or you, even the leader, also listen as well. You understand? You, the speaker, also listen where possible. So tips for active listening. Give the speaker your full attention. Like some of you are giving me full attention here now. Give him full attention. Why there are some of you that are not giving me full attention? Because you are at home, you are playing with your children. Some of you are even eating to be part of this training. And so your attention is divided. Do you understand? But you believe that I'm not seeing you. Yes, but at the end of the day, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying here. That is it. So, so if you are doing any of those things that I've said now, you should give me full attention so that we can understand what we are talking about here. So give the speaker your full attention by maintaining eye contact and avoiding distraction. At least you can see my eyes now. So focus on me, see what I'm saying, hear what I'm saying, and then you can ask questions in comment section. You can make a contribution, comment to contribute. Do you understand? That's what it means. Be based on what you have understood. Do you understand? So use verbal and non-verbal cues such as nodding and paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means that you ask questions according to what the person said. Just you paraphrase what the person said, just to get more clarification, to get a affirmative answer, a confirmation that this is what exactly this person means. You understand? To show that you are engaged and understanding the message. Avoid interrupting the speaker and wait until they have finished speaking before responding. That's another thing. Some of us always know something before somebody speaking. He has not stopped, or you have known what the person wants to say already. And then you say, I understand. No, sir. You do not understand. Wait for the speaker to finish. When he finishes saying his own, you can say your own. Do you understand? That's how it works. Don't interrupt the speaker. Don't interrupt anybody. That's, for instance, now, you ask your child, about the thing and your child is trying to express it or explain to you what transpired, don't feel that you are the parent, then you can stop the child anyhow. The child has the right to express what intention or the action committed. So give the child opportunity to express his or herself fully. Don't interrupt the child. At that time, that child is the speaker. You are the listener. Listen to the end. You are don't shout the child out that, come on, shut up your mouth. Do you know what you're saying? No. Allow the child to express his or herself clearly. And when the child is done, where you are not clear, you ask more questions. Where you feel contrary, you can express your own opinion. Do you understand? And where you need to do correction, you correct and correct the child with empathy. Do you understand? That's what I'm talking about here. So then ask clarifying questions to ensure you have understood the message. Just where you feel there's any element of confusion, ask a thoughtful question to seek clarification. You understand? Where necessary. That's what we're talking about here. So let's look at assertiveness. Assertiveness. Assertiveness is the ability to express your thoughts, feelings, and needs in a direct and respectful manner while respecting the rights of others. It involves standing up for yourself, right? Setting boundaries and communicating effectively without being aggressive or what passive, all right? You have to express yourself confidently, all right? That is an act of self-confidence. Do you understand? So you have to build yourself. Some of you are so timid. Don't be timid when there's a situation that you need to express yourself. Don't be shy. Shy is not a credit. I say I'm a shy person. Who say that? Have you seen a person that win award for being shy? So you don't have to be shy. Express yourself confidently, and don't show any sign of inferiority complex. All right, just speak with confidence. That's what it means, and then you resolve whatever differences you're having. So tips for developing assertiveness: 1, use I statements to express your thoughts and feelings without blaming others. All right. So don't say you because of what you have done. Just say that when things like this happen, I get annoyed, I get offended. And so you are referring to yourself, okay, without blaming anybody. But you know that someone has done something wrong, right? So, but instead of saying because you have done this, or when you did this, it got me offended. No, when this happened, I get offended. Do you understand? So now you are expressing yourself and how you feel. Do you understand? Without blaming anybody. Even though you know that the person did something wrong, but what you have said now does not blame anybody. Do you understand? You just express yourself how you feel. Then practice clear and direct communication to convey your needs and boundaries effectively. Know your boundaries, know the extent you can go, okay, in the discussion. If it exceeds your boundary, then don't go. But just express yourself based on what you can say, based on what you know, based on the opportunity you have and the privilege to express yourself, and stop there. Do you understand? Then maintain a confident posture and tune of voice while expressing yourself. All right? Don't be stammering, don't be doing, it does not show any sense of what confidence. All right? There's no sense of confidence so you have to communicate clearly and confidently. You understand? All right. So listen actively to others' perspective and be willing to negotiate and find solutions that meet the needs of all. All right. So when you listen actively, what happens? You're able to pinpoint areas that you can provide solutions that can serve